Hello, I'm Denver Henderson for the Williams County Public Library with the next episode of our ongoing series, Lay Me Down to Rest, the Cemeteries of Williams County. Today we are at Zion, also known as Shear Cemetery, near the intersection of Route 6 and State Route 66 in Williams County. Zion Cemetery takes its name from the Zion Brethren Church, which sat to the west of this cemetery. But it's also known as Shear because the Shear family owned the property that surrounds the cemetery. The first deed was in 1889, but we do know that there were burials in this cemetery much earlier, including Jacob Buer in 1879. Actually, I think that this cemetery should be called the Buer Cemetery for the amount of members of that very prominent Williams County family that are buried here. Over there, and over there. One of the things that interests me about cemeteries is not just its historic significance, but the architecture and design of their tombstones. And for such a small, out-of-the-way cemetery, Zion contains some great tombstone architecture and decoration. Large granite obelisks, finely and intimately carved designs on the large tombstones, and plus, in the modern sense, some of the most interestingly decorated tombstones that I've seen in a small cemetery, containing sports emblems, horses, and even a banjo. In doing research for the cemeteries for this series, There is always an element of sadness because, of course, I'm dealing with death and the final resting place of many of our fellow citizens. But every now and then I find a story that particularly brings home the tragedy of death. The Schneider family is an example. In 1966, their 16-year-old daughter was killed in a tragic automobile accident. She drowned, and as did 3 of her fellow high school students. Then in 1981, the Schneiders lost their 31-year-old son to a car accident. Those 2 young people, Lila and her brother, didn't get to enjoy what I've enjoyed at 51, a full life. It reminds me that even a death in old age has a certain amount of tragedy. For the Williams County Public Library, I'm Denver Henderson. Stay safe, stay healthy. I bid you peace.